All right, that was 10-minute break, and we're coming back. And let's bring up the chip count for everybody. Over to the table.
Good to go. People need to be nice.
Everything looks good.
I will tell the secret.
We're good in here. It looks like the button is on Chris Ward, which means Marco to act first. Marco in the green in the far end of the table.
We all know about Paul's experimentation in college.
Good to go.
College. As long as 3 and 6, guys. 3 and 6. It was worth a try.
What, he told you he was his first?
Oh! Wow, Heather with the zinger. Nice.
After she eventually got it out, it was pretty good.
It was a zinger.
Spit it out fast enough.
Cards.
Okay.
Marco calls.
How you doing with that?
Good. Dude, I lost.
Bold.
6 pounds. 6 pounds.
Just by modifying your diet?
This is probably the first sugar I've had.
Calls.
Chris Ward with ace queen calls.
Pot odds be damned. I like that.
What do you got? All right. You got one.
Is that velvet cake or something? Yep. Chris Ward still best.
11 is the best bet.
Chris Ward bets 1,100. Joe Brunson and Marco Urbanic fold.
I missed the chip counts, Tony. Who's the leader right now?
300, 600. Oh, the chip counts. Actually, we'll just bring up real quick. Marco's still in the lead.
Oh, man, that's.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, no, you were on it. Just I think they were kind of loud too.
I sensed some. Nobody looking at cards are coming through.
Did you guys?
Before.
Oh my! How long was it there? Just since break? I was like,
Brandon, Marco, you're good.
that was great.
Bold.
Good one. I don't know what made me like. I'm like, what the?
You shifted or moved something and I heard it fall over. I don't know
Feel
if
the
the chair
force.
bumped it or.
I felt the force.
Oh,
I might have
Let's
jacks
over to
again.
Joe Brunson.
Yeah, or you might have a tee. You got it.
Oh, ain't queen that time. Phew, thank God I got rid of that tee. That's great. Good job, guys.
And actually, Marco's referring to the first 4 games
I don't
of this
know.
season. He was drinking out of a tiki cup, and he could not get cards, and he was, I think,
No,
at
I
the bottom
actually
of the
put my feet like
points,
back.
points for the season.
did they touch it?
And they knocked it over.
I don't know if
300.
I don't know if you can undo what just.
It is so undone. Especially since I won a hand. It's all been negated.
Cards.
Good.
Oh, did they? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Superstition wins again. I guess they took the tiki cup and put it on Marco's seat.
Hit up my button. Your button. I thought you were trying to grab it. I'm like, ha. Well played.
First stack's gonna be Chris Ward.
No, that's.
Dead center of your screen. Well, slightly to the left.
Actually your first birthday.
Ooh.
Hello,
Predictions?
Marco. Hello, Rob. I think Rob's gonna put all his chips in
TJ.
Sorry.
and lose.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to go, Chris. 600 flash.
Robert had 14,100 to start the hand too.
She's watching Paul's commercial on YouTube.
It's the big stacks.
Fine, book.
Yep,
Gonna get tangled.
they definitely are.
Somebody had to think of that.
Let's just say
Marco makes it 1,500 to play
Raises from 600 to 1,500.
with a call.
Just a call by Rob Newman.
someone's gonna be a bigger stack than the
They
next.
still suck. They still suck?
Let's see how bad that tiki does.
The button is
I
on
see a
Marco.
10 on the flop because of the tiki.
Oh,
2,000.
an ace did hit.
Yes! Stupid ace.
Ooh, save me some
Why?
money. I'm glad that ace hit. I'm so glad that ace hit.
Me too. I'm just glad I won. Trust me, I don't.
You don't want to be greedy.
Yeah, ace was a bad card. If that ace doesn't come, I think Rob makes a move.
I think so too.
I forgot about the tiki. I should have pushed. I would have hit 10.
I know. If he calls me, I have to frickin' fold on that. Got check and fold.
Chris Ward praying for good cards.
If we had an it's going to be 1 and have a go on that leg.
Dominus Spectus. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, if it had been
He
like
does look like he's
9,
meditating.
Yeah.
Oh, you would have gotten paid.
PJ,
Cards.
good to go. I'm at 600 left.
Marco's cards go back to normal. Action on Joe Brunson. Let's go.
Great.
Going up.
Newman raises with
Rob
6-9
makes
suited.
19 to play.
Heather can't hold that stuff.
Over to Chris.
13.
Let's go.
Aggressive players build chip stacks. Tight players lose them through the blinds. And I think that's our story tonight.
Yeah. Although I don't consider Chris tight.
No, but if you look at our 3 chip stacks tonight, there's Rob, Marco, and Chris.
So, yeah.
And who's the low stacks right now?
Interesting. Yes.
So the aggressive players tonight at the table have the chip stacks, and the other ones are being blinded out.
Yep.
You might make top 5, but when these blinds now, they were down to 5-6 players.
Yep.
They're going to eat you alive. It is now 3-6. You're losing 900 a rotation.
Cards.
Good to go. 600 to play.
Good perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't thinking that.
You have to build. I mean, it's a tournament. You have to build up a chip stack so you can sustain the blind levels to the end. If you fold every hand, you're going to not have that chip stack build. And I think that's my biggest beef as to what's wrong with being super, super tight.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you're not always going to get aces or kings or whatever the top 5 hands that you'll play.
Although I would want to play against a table of 9 other Moskowitzes.
Well, yeah, because you're just gonna steal chips from 'em.
Yeah. Paul Moskowitz is the best of this.
So easy to get him off that bottom pair, though.
Yeah.
Chris did bet Moskowitz is pondering right now.
Ace queen and then call.
He folds. And I think Chris knows that, too.
Yeah. He'll watch that later and pat himself on the back.
Tournaments are all about chip management. You know, the idea is you have some easy levels early on that you try to work to build your stack up, so you can manage and get by through the latter part of the tournament. I was wondering what that was.
Cards.
They think.
Chris Heather has a big hand here.
Fold.
Fold.
Fold, fold. Heather raises to 1,600.
1,600 bet by Heather.
One of each color.
Joe the Queen 8, not sure what he's planning on doing here. Should fold, and he does. Heather gains a little bit of blinds.
I've got one picture of her.
And we'll move on to the next hand. Rob Newman's going to be first ag.
I can smell it from here.
What type of a player do you consider Joe Brunson?
You know, it's almost like you want to call him like a passive-aggressive kind of guy. And I know that's not like an answer. It's kind of a wishy-washy answer,
Yeah.
but sometimes he plays super, super tight, and sometimes he'll take a hand that's really weak and he'll play it hard.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it all depends on situations for him. And there's the frustration that you get with folding hands all the time.
Yeah.
He knows the blinds are moving around him again, and he said, in poker, you don't wake up every hand with a big pair. You got to take a risk on some hands.
Yeah, I can't classify Joe Brunson. The other, because I consider Paul and Heather very tight, and like you're saying, Marco, Chris Ward, and Rob Newman fairly loose players.
Yeah, like Rob will raise any ace, and any suited ace he'll raise it twice as much as he raises any ace. Rob will play any suited cards. Marco's real aggressive with medium type hands and weak hands. Marco plays position real aggressively as well.
Yep.
Chris is actually playing pretty tight tonight compared to what Chris normally plays.
You're right.
However, he knows his players. He knows who he's against, and he's played each player the correct ways thus far. So I think Chris is just playing players tonight.
And it does seem like he's on his A game tonight.
Oh, sorry. Honestly, we are. You better quit. You better play fast. I really wasn't even thinking that when I said that,
Chris,
but
your cards aren't red.
who's?
Chris.
Too late.
Try it. Or you know what?
Nah, it's okay.
Okay.
Actually, I think they were. Then they got folded. I think they came up originally. Maybe not.
Fold, fold, fold.
Joe Brunson, ace queen.
All in.
Imagine with a short stack, he moves them all in.
Look.
He's down to 2,400.
I fold.
Marco folds.
I think he's going to gain some blinds here.
Don't call. Sure.
6 minutes left in the blinds. Blinds are 300, 600.
What was that, Heather? He's like,
He's looking at Chris.
oh. I just heard a lot of tongue going on over there. Oh, geez, now he's coming over here. Who's the boy?
I tried to call the dog Blackjack for the longest time, but
You never
couldn't
picked
do
up
it.
on it, huh?
No.
On what?
I said I forgot to post this picture I took on the way on here. Post it on Facebook. I pull up
Chris
behind
Ward
his car,
folds his
back
hand?
seat, There's 4 crates.
Moskowitz
And then in
folds.
the trunk,
Over to Joe
there's,
Brunson.
I think, 6 more, and they're
Has
sticking
the
out
Joe
from
who has the
the
Doyle
They're full
Brunson?
of
Can't
live
lose.
chickens.
I'd say if he was a true Brunson, I think he would have jammed the last of his chips in right there.
Yeah.
Call 6, other options.
So my theory that I started this season with that he was going to play the Brunson hard has failed.
Yeah.
Check.
I actually thought he was going to, too.
And he would have won this hand, it looks like. Thus far, a pair of twos would have been good. Foot moves across the table. First act's going to be Paul Moskowitz. Blinds are still 3-6. Next level will be 4-8.
Check.
Paul
600
Moskowitz.
play, Paul.
Moskowitz folds. Tip him back, friends.
Need a beer?
Huh?
Yeah, a beer.
Actually, I won't drink.
Then don't talk about it.
Marco calls with Jack Queen.
He's dangerous enough without it.
No,
Like,
Heather completes the bet with Ace Queen.
Smart.
Brandon just checks his option. 3-9 deuce. Swing and a miss for everybody.
800 is the bet.
Marco bets 800.
I think he's going to take it down with that.
He's being so needy tonight for him. I don't know.
He knows where to come
What's the
from.
pillow?
He knows where to come. Oh, thank you.
Heather folds the ace queen.
Chris Ward calls.
One call.
Huh?
Why do you complain?
Why did I not stop
What
him?
Chris called there for?
I'm not quite sure.
Did that taste good?
Let's just try to make a move on the end. I think the only reason you call there is to make a big bet on the end.
Yeah.
13.
And if he does make it like 3,200 right now, I think he'd take it down.
I think if he jams his chips in, he can take this pot. But he could put Marco over 9 as well.
Yeah.
Only because I can't remember if I folded 8 deuce or 9 deuce.
Oh.
I thought it was 9 deuce, but
Man, you are really licking.
Moskowitz a big blind. Joe Brunson's going to be first act. Oh no, Moskowitz is a small blind. Wait, where's that button? It's at Heather. Moskowitz is the big blind, and Joe will be first act.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Joe. Dirty, dirty dog.
Ace eight.
Cards.
Cards are good. Here we go. 600 to play.
Oh man.
Any ace at this point?
Come on.
Looks like there's one left in the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean any ace for who?
For Joe. Being short stacked. Kind of pictured him jamming.
I think Rob's going to play his
18 is not a
ace.
bet.
See? Any ace. Rob likes to bet those aces.
Yep. Raised to 1,800, 3 times the big blind.
Ace 5 offsuit, and he 3X's it.
Heather
And it
likes-
folds ace jack.
Wow.
Yikes. Really? You're low stack, honey. Being in first place is a coveted thing, I think, Tony.
Yep. Well, she definitely wants to make the points up tonight. She's in third place with a tie for first.
It's about 1 minute left in this level, 3-6, and we'll move to 4-8 next level.
Too slow, Chris.
That'll be $1,200 per rotation. Heather does have more chips than Paul and Joe, so she might be looking at those lower stacks.
Paul,
Yes, sir.
do you need or want?
I think Heather is the top of the low stacks. You have your 3
No,
major
I'm
stacks,
good.
and
Thank
she's
you
at the
very
higher
much.
It's
end.
like seriously, I had my entertainment book in case you wanted to know.
Good to go.
This could
Mark.
be it
Active
for
play.
Joe.
Thank you. I actually have enough to get
Doubling him up.
Thank you. That Facebook
Marco
works
calls,
nice,
pocket threes.
you know,
Yeah.
Get the word out.
Over to Paul, 6
Moskowitz with the 69. Get ready to drink.
Really, Paul? What are
Really?
you waiting for?
I'm higher than a
3 aces in the hole.
Joe does push it all in.
Decision time for Marco. Blinds with 4-8.
27 more.
Let me see.
$2,700 more to Marco to make this call for Joe's all in. Joe stands up. Marco thinks. Cue Jeopardy music. He folds and shows pocket threes.
In is what I need to be in.
Joe, does he show or not?
Nope.
408.
Well, even because if he goes out, he takes, you guys all go up and play. And I don't really need his chips to survive right now.
It's not like you had a money in your hand where
No, right. I mean, 800.
you fold aces to him, I might come down there and kick him in the nuts.
But I could, I might. I don't know. It's all strategy. I mean, we're just, you're playing points.
Well, Joe did get the blinds, which are going to help him out anyway.
I mean, I mostly have played cards. all
TJ?
season. I haven't really played.
Marco this time with King Queen suited.
2 overs? Or do you have me crush with another
2
pair?
overs.
Okay.
Joe lets him know he had 2 overs to 3s. Really, it's not much of a tell. Is that like 4-6?
Could have been.
Hey, what do I have this time?
Jeez.
Marco shows he's getting the cards.
See, look, so that round basically didn't cost me. To fold. Nice.
Heather's gonna be first act this hand.
I want you to double up and call is what I want. Wouldn't that be nice, Paul?
Sure.
Wait, did I hear thunder?
Man, look at the lightning out there.
I think I heard thunder.
Marco with
That's
six.
so better one of those guys some money to go out there with one of those
No,
tin
see,
sheets.
Rob, I might go, you know, Rob, I might play against, because if I can do something,
Tip another. Pop Moskowitz folds.
I might have a command.
Calls 8.
I call.
Dance.
Let's dance. I'll check.
$15 is a bet.
Fold. Two overs again, I know you. Nice. What do you have, Chris? I just want to.
Once again, in case you're joining us late into the evening, we have started the Chase the Bracelet drinking game. Every time Paul Moskowitz folds, you take a drink.
Piece of double up. Nice hand.
PJ? Good to go.
It's big hands out here now.
Call makes it 14,
Did you have to make it?
8.
16. Raise to 16.
Chris bets 16. Moskowitz folds.
Call.
Was that a check, Evan? No? John knew that.
Actually, yeah. Oh, here, guys.
37.
Thank you.
Folds.
Heather moves all in with her ace queen. Rob debating what to do with his pocket eights at this moment.
I'll call.
Turn 'em.
Makes a call. Rob's going to be looking at 2 outs.
Nice.
Heather doubles up to Rob.
I asked her. You didn't hear me ask her?
I didn't hear.
I asked her.
You know, I just saw it, so I was.
She didn't respond. so
Well, that's
I
good.
said,
Then I saw
"Okay."
it push her chip, so I figured it was fine. I didn't.
Mark.
Oh, button head.
It's okay now, since it's over. But now that you have more chips.
Paul Moskowitz will be first to act this hand. Still have 6 players. Lines are 400, 800.
You just followed it with a tab.
It just happened.
Cards?
Paul, Heather.
Paul is not red.
Yeah, Heather and Paul.
There it is.
There we go.
Got it?
Good.
All players are good. Paul folds ace 4 suited. Over to Joe. 2-3 of clubs. Lets him go. Marco. 8-9 offsuit. Lets him go. Rob. Suited queen. He will raise this. Oh, Rob let the queen 4 go. I'm shocked. Suited queen. Heather getting aggressive.
All in.
And I almost called him Brandon. Chris jams all in with his ace jack.
Indians lose to us, of course.
Joe Brunson is first act. Chris and Paul are blind.
You got it.
She's got it. PJ?
Oh,
Good to go.
Heather's above.
Joe and Marco are both checking out.
Fold.
Over to Heather.
Calls.
She does call. The ace 10 of hearts. Moskowitz checks.
Chris Ward in the small blind folds.
Heather hits top pair. She bets. Paul folds.
Yeah.
Putting
timed
a hit
well
on the
that.
10-minute remaining. 10 minutes left in our blinds. Or until the end of the world. One or the other. But hey, at least you're with us watching poker.
What better way to go? Button on Chris Ward. Marco to act first.
Here we go. Marco. 8 to play.
Been 6-handed for a while.
24.
Robinson. 24 to play.
Rob raises ace 9. 2,400. Moskowitz is looking confident right now. Is this his shove hand? He's nodding his head. Nope, he folds.
Rob. 8 to play.
Fold.
Oh my God.
Oh, good buddy that time. It's the first time I didn't have a hand. I can't believe you guys made these for us. These are all fun.
Well, I thought, I was hoping you'd
It's gonna be my new card protector.
We won't know if you're in a hand. You'll be like,
I mean, I was literally, as far as how many chips I had, whether I was going to call
Call
it.
your cards. Good to go. You're good.
Looks like button is on Joe Brunson. Heather to act first.
Oh, good Lord.
By me, mercy.
Check.
I'm first, but
No, I was checking my options.
oh,
Two players so far.
okay.
I'll check them.
How many times can you guys check them?
What are you gonna check?
Check. Check, 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 check.
Check, check, check.
I 9 high.
I got a. Oh, no, that don't matter.
It don't matter. The 9 high is.
9 high beats a 7 high. Then.
The two big stacks battle. 9 high wins.
Butt move.
Thank you, sir.
Nice. Checking with the nuts.
I'm sorry. I know, I was a douchebag.
Did you ever spade? You had
Yes,
this down?
I
Yeah,
had spade.
yeah, so I lost no matter what. I had no outs. I was drawing dead practically. I heard.
Well, 7.
Get to a pair. Good thing, good pair.
He's just
Cards.
getting his cards ready.
Sorry
Oh,
to see
look.
that speed.
Look what Moskowitz woke up with. finally.
Hello.
Did you guys see his hand over
I
there?
don't think we're gonna have to take a drink this time.
No.
I didn't see aces, I just saw.
I didn't see anything.
When he shoves, you do a shot of heroin.
All in 25.
Oh, there you go. Everybody do your heroin.
I'm surprised he played the hand though.
Yeah, queens. There's at least 2 more hands.
I
that
think
could
he
beat
gained
that.
some blinds.
I have. I know.
You said when.
I was hoping I got a hand to play against you.
I have
Newman has 1 over to it.
Oh, that's the good luck
The
500.
only person that could do damage to him, and he
It won't be the,
has money in the pot.
first time around. You've trained me well.
You do usually just bend over and take it like a good boy. I give you that.
Paul's too confident. Look how happy he is. That Rob should pick up on that.
Yep.
Because normally he's
Even if it
whining
was
about
suited,
not getting a
hey,
big
You
hand.
must double me up.
King 3, even if it was suited, I would have called you.
I can't believe good stacks didn't call.
Odds were in my favor.
I have 3 sets, that's the call for Paul. See? With my boxes and my big box, I figured I've got
You
the
know,
big
you
box.
guys had every chance to take me out.
I want it. Hey, if I had had a shot at it, I would have.
Your king queen.
I'm not just going to give you chips. Not the. Maybe the second time we played.
Cards.
Cards.
Good to go, Paul.
Oh, he gets a couple of chips and look at it, he's getting froggy. Oh, he calls. Oh my god.
Paul Moskowitz jacks this time. Joe Brenson lets it go. Marco lets it go. Newen lets it go. Over to Heather. It has 1 over to him. Heather lets it go. Over to Chris Ward, playing for Brandon. Just a little too much for him to call, I think, but there we go. See, Chris checks his option. Caught the 4. Paul Moskowitz hits.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Check mark goes to Paul Moskowitz with trip jacks.
At least I respect you.
that's alright. You know how much Paul Moskowitz respect is worth on the street?
A lot.
But I'll tell you what, it's sure nice getting lucky.
That wasn't luck.
1.
It's
Paul,
sure
you're a
nice to
big
go in
one.
with the best hand and it hold up.
Under button.
No chance, Paul.
Cards.
Thanks, you're good. So, 8 to go.
I'm just going to fold everything.
Over to Newman. Folded. Heather folds 4-7. Over to Chris. All in for Chris. Pocket deuces.
No, it's not.
Moskowitz shows his 2 jack.
One
Gotta get a little bit more.
Just under 2 minutes left in the blinds.
You're real small, yeah.
I don't have enough black. Oh,
No,
Straddle.
Oh,
Live straddle.
I thought Heather was the button. My bad.
So Marco to act first on this hand.
Chris, cards.
Cards.
Marco king 4 offsuit.
Fold.
First act folds.
Well,
Folds over to Chris Ward, playing for Brandon. King 8. Let's see what he does here. So Chris just calls. And Joe Brunson 8-10 suited. Checks his option. Flop really doesn't hit anybody, but gives Joe a gut shot. Chris Ward's still good and gets check mark.
King high.
And Chris shows the king high for the win.
It's the countess. Next hand, guys.
Button is on Paul Moskowitz. Heather to act first this hand. I'm sorry. Robert Newman to act first this hand.
Yes.
It's okay.
I'm listening to Tony.
Watching the computer, I got it.
3,000.
Rob makes it 3K to play. 3K to play.
I mean, we gotta set that up with the other computer.
What was that?
We need to set up that other computer. It's hard for me to watch the cards. I'm paying attention to so many other things.
82, 82, 82.
Ace king.
All right, 500.
501,000.
You guys should let someone knock on the door, let me know.
If we hear someone knock,
Knock on the door.
is it any different than Dan?
Yeah, it's probably.
Paul says it's pouring down the radio by our house.
I told them it's gonna
Look at the
thunderstorm.
radar.
I did too. And I'm like, really? I didn't know that was not raining.
Well, they have guest rooms here, right?
Tell him he can't
Yeah,
say.
outside.
Tell him he can't say, PJ.
Right?
PJ?
I'll make breakfast.
PJ.
You can stay on the couch. It's hard to get.
You and Dan can spoon on the couch, he said.
Oh,
Jack.
You know what? I will stay just to watch that.
just to film that.
Just keep the cameras on.
Actually, Paul, my Fit needs gas. You could take that.
What needs gas?
My Honda Fit.
Oh, okay.
You can take that.
Actually, I could
3,000 and all
I
that.
could go stay over at my parents' house.
Joe's all
Fair
in.
one,
Oh,
and then just come back and switch in the morning.
I can try that to your parents' house.
Or start to your house.
Well, but then how do I get back to him?
Walk.
Will you come get me
Joe
in the morning?
Brunson all in with his 10 jack suited.
Gas.
Okay.
Newman to call if he's going to. Let him go.
Sound relaxed for a while ago.
Actually, the light just came on. We got 30 miles, so.
Oh, so I'm good.
Plenty of gas.
Although if it's raining in north, I'm north.
It depends because that storm, the storms that were coming from the Atlantic, they were actually moving west.
Pretty good. Paul,
Let's
you're
try
welcome to
fast.
take my car home.
No, but I mean, I will anyway.
PJ?
Cards.
Chris? Why does everybody say that?
We all know it's the chair.
We're gonna assume.
When I rip
shit
one, you'll
all
know.
over you.
Because I'll be like making
It's
this.
gonna drop a deuce right on the floor. I don't think it's a chair.
Check, check.
Is that a check?
That was a check, I mean, for that. Oh. How'd that happen?
Andrew Fold, penalty.
You have to sit out for
It was
7
just-
rounds.
It was a
In fact, you have to take Paul home now so he can beat the rain.
Yeah, exactly. What line you guys on?
You'd be kind enough to line us
I
up.
would never.
I mean, I did. I looked at the radar. I didn't
Button
see
is on Rob Newman.
Michigan
Oh,
or
there goes
Ohio.
Dan out to
No, I
the,
honestly, I think it's coming from the
to
East
do your
Coast, 'cause
evil
it was a big
bidding,
storm
Missy.
off the coast that was moving west.
There's something wrong if it's
We
moving.
had a fan that called in and said, nice hand you played because it's their favorite hand. Dealer last week.
Are we good?
Oh, the
Missy called in and
Yeah, you're good.
said,
I'm sorry.
Missy.
well played on some garbage or something.
I told you something connected there, so.
Oh, 9, 10, 8, 9.
Yes, Joe. 1,000 to play.
Chris Ward sitting on ace king there. See if
Hey,
anybody
thanks
gets a
for
little
Giving
aggressive.
away the hand there, man. You know.
Newman
Now
can't
they
see
know
how
what
they're
I'm
doing
hoping
anything
to
here.
roll in. Good call, crack.
Even lets it go.
Yeah.
Not even calls the big blind.
Sorry, Joe.
What do you have? I want to see.
Ace
Oh.
Oh, it's king.
Sorry, Joe. She forced me to go out there and tell you.
Hey, next. Oh, don't watch them now.
Oh, my.
500, 1,000 are our blinds.
Who's the button?
That is the line.
I can't believe you can say that.
Usual.
All right, folks, let's get this game over because I have plans.
What time you got, Rob?
Everybody all in. We'll do one hand for the winner. Go.
Yep.
Now.
Play it, play it face up.
DJ?
Cards.
Joe?
Queen 9 for Joe and lets it go. Marco 4-6, lets it go.
Fold.
Newman with the Doyle Brunson, lets it go.
Heather makes it 2,000 to play.
Suited ace 5, doubles the big blind. I'm gonna take a wild stab in the dark on this one and say, tip your glass.
Take it back, folks.
Wait, you know, I'm like, that's like.
Moskowitz folds. He did make some chips, though. He had queens and jacks almost back to back. I saw he hit a jack on that one before I stepped out.
They were suited.
You go suited?
As if they were suited.
With the hearts.
Your heart. Big king heart.
Those small chip stacks are really hanging around.
We're not buying that ball.
I wasn't claiming. I was calling her name.
Chris
This
Ward
guy
on the
throws away
button.
sixes with
Marco
two
to act
big blinds.
first.
And then pick up 9 for the next hand. What the hell is up with that?
Marco.
Marco?
Are they red?
Cards.
Good to go, Marco. 1,000 to play, buddy.
Folding.
Under the gun folds is 8-10.
Two players. Checks.
Heather with 10-9 bets. Joe folds. Pot goes to her.
She gets some much needed chips.
She's loosened up her game a little bit. I think she feels. I guess my feeling is that she feels secure knowing that most likely Paul and Joe will go out before her, giving her a guaranteed fourth so she can play a little bit looser. Is my thoughts. Is what's going on there.
Yeah, her goal is to put 2 places between her and Paul, which will tie them for first.
Chris.
Cards.
Good to go. Rob? 2,000 to play.
Newman pocket eights.
Going up.
Heather folds. Chris Ward 3-4.
Makes it 4,000.
4 times the big blind for Rob Newman's raise.
I was actually thinking that was a huge bet, but blinds are 1,000. Marco Hollywooden with a 10-4 down there. Oh no, it's on Joe. Sorry. Heather's gonna be first act next hand.
Dun dun dun.
We'll have a break coming up here in about 10 minutes, and we'll get revised chip counts for you.
600 or something, 300?
But just looking at stacks right now, I'd say that Marco's in first place, followed by Rob, followed by Chris.
Sounds right.
And then I would say Heather's fourth, and then Joe and Paul are both treading water.
Yeah. 'Cause I ended up going out and he ended up
I want to see Moskowitz shove with 7 deuce, and I'll give him all the respect in the world.
the next game. I mean, that was the next
Do it,
person.
Paul.
Please do it.
So disappointed.
Call.
Marco calls 6-8. Rob's got 9 deuce. Big stacks are going to go heads up again. Marco bets his 8, and Rob folds. We move onward.
No fear poker.
Around. I was waiting for you to just
Up
bank
and
it.
over. PJ.
Cards.
Good to go, Chris.
Chris Ward acts first. Folds his 2-4. Moskowitz folds. Yes.
3,000.
Raise the 3,000.
3 times the big blind
Oh,
raise. Folds around. Heather lets it go in the big blind. Marco gets 1,500 chips richer.
Good. Huh?
Is it?
Wow. Jack King off. Paul folds it just before his big blind. Joe's going to jam with his ace jack of hearts. If he doesn't jam his chips here, he jammed with Jack 10. So.
3,000 and all in. Good luck, Joe.
Yeah, Chris Ward already has 1,000 in here.
Chris ain't going anywhere.
Oh.
However, most likely they're going to chop this pot unless some hearts roll out. Joe's got the advantage with 2 hearts.
Oh, he's free rolling on.
Kinda.
Chop it.
Chris can make 2 questions.
Chop up that small blind between the 2 of you. 5 minutes left in the blind. Blinds are 500 to 1,000.
I had 3,000.
He gets the big one.
He's pretty good.
That worst position gets the.
Oh,
Still
black.
blacks on the table one? Didn't he break that 5?
Are the blacks still in play?
Yeah.
There they are.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yes,
Yes, they are.
Give me 2 blacks.
Next blinds will need it.
We'll need them for that.
How to make things good.
That's okay.
No, he's right.
Smart.
That's a good call. I know it's tough because when you think 5 and 1,000, you don't.
Right.
It's gonna be, isn't it like 8 or
6 or 12.
Next blinds are 600, 1200.
yeah?
I'm done.
Heather's the button.
Peach,
Yeah, cards.
cards, good to go.
Action on Brenton.
Moskowitz might actually jam this king 9 here and not get any
Oh,
callers.
I can't imagine that. That's too loose for him.
Calls.
If Paul does, I think somebody really should buy you into the WSOP.
Nope, he just checked.
So 3 players.
41 and all in.
Oh, he had more chips than I thought he did.
Paul Moskowitz actually with the best of it puts all his chips in the middle. Heather with her face plant.
That was funny. She's got it.
Top pair, queen kicker. She has to know that Moskowitz caught some decent part of that. Although that is a...
She could just put him on 2 clubs.
This is true. I don't think Paul would go all in. Chris will call. Oh,
I don't know. Chris has been playing tight tonight. Not
Missy,
sure.
you're right. Nice call.
Heather calls.
Paul can't wait to turn his cards over. Chris gotta think he's behind.
Yeah.
Shoving a call. He can't think his 8's good.
Turn 'em.
2 outs.
Check mark to Paul.
Now we finally move some chips on the table.
As tight as Heather's been playing, I'm kind of surprised she made that call.
Can't kill the goat.
Five and I want to
I know.
You probably would have won and you would have
Moskowitz feeling a little bit better before he was squirming like a dog trying to poop a peach pit. Now he's relaxed.
Marco.
I will fold. Whoa.
I guess you found that funny.
Yes. Paul hits his king.
Three of them.
Joe Brunson really caught none of that. So
Remember that song? You're like 3 of them when you're the jack.
Oh.
we take a break in a minute.
Yep. Level 9 break. Next level.
That was the chair.
Next session we start busting people out of here so I can leave and go to
Win some big money.
win some big money.
LCM.
Go to the shoe.
PJ.
Cards.
Bolt.
Brunson down to about what, 500 there? Maybe 1,000 back?
Yeah, it actually looks like 100 back.
All in. 91.
Chris Ward all in for 9,100.
That's why I'm not touching them. 9,100 and all in.
Wow. No, okay, that's small blind, big blind.
And with that, we move on to
We're on break.
break. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
All right. We'll
Button
see you in
right.
10 minutes. Stay tuned.
Button right.